Alright, it's been a while since I've recorded a video, so I thought I would show you the best subject lines to use for your cold email campaigns. It's one of the most important things because if your cold emails aren't being opened, then the rest of it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much time you spent prospecting. It doesn't matter how much time you spent writing first lines. It doesn't matter how good your offer is, how much money it'll make them, how well you've written your copy. If they don't open your email, they don't see it, it doesn't matter. And a lot of people settle for very low open rates, like 20% or less, which is quite poor. That means 80% or more of your emails are not being opened, and you're wasting 80% of your time and or money if you're hiring help to send the emails, you're paying for tools, etc. And so you really want to be getting at least a 70% open rate. And the open rates do depend a lot on the niche that you're in. Some niches open much more than others, but overall 70% plus is where you want to be, ideally over 80%. And I would continue rewriting the subject line or even changing the niche to get an 80% open rate before I continue. Another way you can impact open rate, the two things that impact open rate are, number one, it's mostly the subject line of the email. Number two, the first line of the email, because people can see a snippet of the first line when they see your email. So they'll see the subject line, they'll see the first line, they'll see your name. And then the only other thing is the day and time that you sent the email. Some people check their emails on the weekday, some people check on the weekend, some people check in the morning, some in the afternoon. So it depends on when your email hits their inbox, because if it's at the top of their inbox, they're probably going to open it. If it's buried at the bottom, they might not see it. That's why when you're doing follow-ups, and we have a video about following up, you want to hit them at different times. But the subject line is the most important thing. It's definitely a huge factor. And in this video, I'm going to go through some amazing subject lines. Why should you listen to me? My name is Jacob Tuweiner. I'm with Experiment 27, and we generated over $100 million in sales for our clients over the past 5 years, primarily with cold email. I myself have closed over $500,000 at this point in the past 3 or 4 months and increasing. And lastly, you can see here, I have amazing open rates. I've got 4 campaigns on the screen, 2 of which had a 91% open rate, and the other 2 had a 100% open rate. And these are real. I'll even refresh the page to show you this is real. Let's see. Video production, 190. No, not all of my campaigns do this well. For example, my IT email only got a 60% open rate, which is still better than most, but could be improved. However, for the most part, I'm pretty darn good at sending emails. You can see 87, 96, 81, 100, 91, 91, 100. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this as well. And before I show you the subject lines, if you are doing any kind of cold email campaigns, you're going to want to grab this outreach tutorial that I made here. It actually shows you how to generate leads step by step by step. Every single one of these links here is actually a 5-minute Loom video, and it will walk you through, or a virtual assistant, exactly how to do each step. It's broken down so simply that anyone can follow it. So if you want to outsource your lead generation to a virtual assistant and have them generating leads for you on autopilot, you can get this. It's free. All you have to do is click the link down below. You can grab it, and it's so simple. Like I said, anyone can do it. It's probably the fastest, most efficient way. So if you're generating leads yourself, it might save you time. And there's even some tricks in here that will show you how to find emails that even tools like Hunter.io can't find. It will show you how to validate emails that email validation tools can't validate, as 2 examples. So lots of value here, totally free. You can grab it down below in the description. All that being said, let's jump into the subject lines. I'm going to make this a bit bigger. I'm just going to start riffing subject lines that work really well for me. So the best one that I've seen work overall, if you just want some general subject lines, is quick question. This one is amazing, and variations of this. So quick question. The whole point of the subject line is to do 2 things: to get them to open your email, and to not make them not open your email, basically. I know that sounds simple, it is, but that's the truth. And the way that you do that is with usually a very short and simple subject line. You don't want anything super long or very salesy. It makes it seem commercial. If you were writing an email to a friend, you'd probably just use a very simple subject line, and this does depend on the niche, and I can show you some niche-specific subject lines, but let me go through each one of these and kind of just riff these off. So quick question, you can do name, quick question, quick question. You can do name, question for you, name. You could do hi name, quick question, hi name, we'll say question. I would say Q, quick, Q. Another one that works really well is niche question. So if it's like marketing, if it's a marketing agency, you could say marketing question. If they are like a I don't know, staffing agency, you could say a staffing question. If they're an IT company, you could say IT question. So that's a good one to do. But any variation of quick question works really, really well. Another one that we could do is their company, your company. So company, experiment 27. Or you could do experiment 27, which is my company, and then their company. You can also do like experiment 27 and company is another good one. And then let's see here. I think hi from Jacob is a good one. Emojis tend to work well. So like one time X27 was selling to breweries, for example, and this beer emoji got a really good open rate, like 80-something%. So you can use an emoji and just change it based on the niche that you're sending to. You could just leave it blank and try no subject. Sometimes that works. You can also just put their name. You can do just their company. I've seen work pretty well. And by the way, when you do their company, you don't want to have like LLC and a bunch of random bolding or ink or these different things. You just want to have it spelled out like this, just very plainly the way that the company is spelled, like that. Another great one that I forgot to add is question about company. I've seen this one work very well across niches. So that one's good. I think hi from first name is good. Hi from Jacob is another good one. I just realized I've already used that one in this list. One that I've tried out is more leads or I'll say more business for company. If you have a mutual connection and you know, this isn't really for cold email, but if you have a referral, referral name sent me. Another good one, even if you don't have a referral, is hi name, found you through, and then contact name. So if you go on LinkedIn and you see that you guys have a shared connection, you can use this one, and it's pretty powerful. I wouldn't lie though, so like only use this if you both know somebody in common. But these are 21 really good subject lines to use. You can modify these based on your campaigns, but each one's going to be effective based on the niche that you're in. So I would try variations of each one, but overall, like these are all pretty darn good, and most of the time I've seen these subject lines work quite well. And if they're not working and I've tried all of them, it's usually because the niche just doesn't open their email. Like some people, for example, local businesses like roofers don't really open their email. They're on roofs all day. Blue collar people don't really open their email. And the Fortune 500 gets bombarded by emails. So that middle ground, the mid-market segment between $5 and $150 million in revenue, they open their emails and they're easy to reach. So that's who we go after at X27. But depends on who you're going after. You also do test for yourself. The data will tell you. The market will tell you. But this is a great start. These are 21 amazing subject lines for cold email. I hope you enjoyed. And remember to grab that doc down below in the description if you have not. And if you've gotten value from this video and you're still watching, I'd really appreciate a like if you could drop a like down below and subscribe if you are new, because that really helps the channel. It helps other people find this video so that they can have success with their cold email campaigns as well. And then lastly, if you want help with a done-for-you service, check out experiment27.com.